Hello friends, welcome to my new video. Today we are discussing for a 10 beginner level ethical hacking course in Udemy. The all courses are free courses. Okay, the next course is Fundamental of Computer Hacking. Everyone can become a hacker provided they learn it from the basic and build a solid foundation. Start with this course. This goes only 2 hours video, and you will learn to these course. All the end of your course, students will understand the logic and basic of computer hacking. So let's check out the introduction video.
Hacking. That's the term everyone is scared of when they're online. But I say it's cracking and not hacking. You might be wondering why cracking and not hacking. Well, that's a good question. Let's draw down the difference between a hacker and a cracker. Who is a hacker? A person who uses most out of anything by unconventional means. For instance, using empty Coke bottles instead of plantation pots for growing plants. Well, it's a hack, and a person who does that is a hacker. A hacker can be good or bad at their intentions, but is a skeptical one, so a hacker with good intentions can't be called as ethical hacker as he is already ethical. That's why we call the act of breaching computer security as cracking, and a person who does that as a cracker. Okay, if cracking is what I've mentioned how cracking can be ethical, well, corporate governments, academic institutions and a lot more organisations as a proactive approach to their security hire crackers and make them crack the organisation's security to know their security posture.
The next course is Learn Burp Suite, the near one burp hacking tools. Learn how to make your web application testing easier and faster than burp suite. Okay, this course only 1 hour and 55-minute video, and you will learn to this course learn how to use the burp suite in a web application penetration test, and through example show you the main functionality of a burp suite and start you in your way to become a efficient penetration tester. So let's check out the introduction video.
Hello everybody, my name is Gergely Ribai, or the easier way Geri, and I'm a Hungarian penetration tester working in Germany. I worked in the IT security for quite a long time now, but this is not really important right now, so if you want to know more about me, just check out my website etherlab.net. So let's start talking about this course. This course is about Burp Suite, which is in my opinion the #1 penetration testing tool when it comes to web applications. Me and my colleagues use it literally every time when we test web applications or generally any kind of systems which use HTTP as its communications protocol. So Burp is an intercepting proxy which is specially designed for penetration testing. If you're a web developer and you want to use Burp with your own applications, this course will be still really interesting for you, but you will see that Burp was really designed with security assessments in mind. This doesn't mean that it's not gonna be useful for you. It only means that there might be features which you're not.
Okay, the next course is Ethical Hacking Sql Injection Attack. Learn website hacking using Sql Injection Attack database penetration testing. This course only 1 hour and demanding video, and you will learn to this course student will be able to learn basic of SQL injection attack, and the student will be able to use Kali Linux database penetration testing tools, and the student will be able to perform SQL injection attack. So let's check out the introduction video.
Hello and welcome students. So in this course we are going to take a look at a couple of points. For example, we are going to learn about database attack techniques for databases, right? How you can attack on a database and how you can gather information from database like for example email IDs, usernames, passwords, all sensitive data which is available in the backend. And we are going to use basically attack tools of Kali Linux OS here. So inside Kali Linux we have tools available for database attacks, and I'm going to show you some of them which are really popular and really useful, right? So we will use a sample website here, and on that sample website we are going to attack, right? So this is the scenario. We have an attacker and we have a database, and database is inside, obviously inside web server. So web server contains database, alright? So if you want to attack on a website, right, so You are at the front end of the website and you need to enter some queries so that you can connect with the back end of the database.
Okay, the next course is Foundation of Hacking Pen Testing Android App. Learn how to hack Android apps and finding variabilities. Okay, this course only 1 hour and 28 minute demanding video, and you will learn to this course setting up Android Studio and emulators and basic of ADB, decoupling APKs and ensure logins and hard coding issues, etc, etc. Let's check out the introduction video.
Hello and welcome to Foundations of Hacking and Pen Testing Android Apps. My name is Scott and I'm a general security researcher as well as someone who specializes in working with Android applications and finding security vulnerabilities in Android applications. My goal with this course is to teach you a lot of the fundamentals and foundations of Android hacking. Being able to take a look at an APK, decompile it as I'm showing here now, and be able to go through the code and get a feel for some of the common types of vulnerabilities that might exist in Android applications, to be able to find them in your own applications as well as find them in other applications, to be able to report these security vulnerabilities to help us secure Android applications for all of the users that might be using them. So in general, throughout this course, you can expect to learn a few different things. You'll learn how to utilize tools like Drozer to be able to check out application attack surfaces and scan for different types of common vulnerabilities. You'll also learn how to use tools like JADX GUI in order to decompile applications, to be able to actually look at the source code to find a lot of vulnerable and typical vulnerabilities inside of applications. A lot of the vulnerabilities that we'll be taking a look at are going to be things like access control violations, issues with hard coding different code into the application that may expose things like passwords or different API keys. We'll take a look at input validation with things like Sql Injections or being...
Okay, the next course is Labs Web Hacking. Cross-site scrapping SQL injection. This course is designated for web hacking skill for only basic users. This course is only 41 minute demanding video, and you will learn to this course more information of web hacking skill and more safety web story for the. Let's check out the introduction video.
This course is very simple but has interesting content, but most famous skills to attack the web server. Even when you don't have a computer, just watching it in the subway or bus, then you can get the knowledge about interesting hacking skills. Designed by the instructor, who has the experience of the Institute about hacking security for 20 years. It is designed like an ebook, just for to make it easier to see on your smartphone or tablet. As you know, if you don't know well about it, it would be a very mysterious and strange world. However, you will find that hacking can happen in more common spots. After taking my course, the idea that only great skill can stop hacking will change a little. Thank you.
The next course is Introduction to Dark Web and Anonymity and Cryptocurrency. Learn to access dark web to Tor browser and know about Bitcoin cryptocurrency. This course is only 1 hour and 4 minute demanding video, and you will learn to this course access dark web safely, and you will learn to this course information with being anonymous to everyone, and effectively use Tor browser and proxy chain. So let's check out the introduction video.
Alright, welcome back everyone. This is the lecture on dark web. Let's get a basic understanding about what dark web is. Alright, so the first thing that we need to understand is with an example in a way. Look at this iceberg. The iceberg is basically gives you a very clear idea about it. I'll tell you how. When you look at the iceberg, you can only see the tip of it, right? The outer part of it, and there's something inside of it that's not really that clear, right? And that's how we can actually put an analogy to kind of correlations with our dark web as well, right? I'll tell you how. The thing that you see on the top, that's basically the surface web. That's basically the public web. That is what you access through your normal browser for maybe accessing Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything. Your net banking, your social media accounts, your personal business works, everything, right? Now see how this works. Everything that let's say you go to Google and type.
Okay, the next course is Ethical Hacking Phase 1 Reconnaissance. Perform basic information gathering. This course only 1 hour and 59 minutes media, and you will learn to this course examine and learn ethical hacking recognitions techniques and explore both active and passive footprint and review Google dorking techniques. Check out the introduction video.
Welcome. In this video we're talking our phase 1 for information gathering. This is a promo video for my phase 1 information gathering course. So we have it broken down into a few different areas. We have passive reconnaissance, active reconnaissance, and a hybrid. For our passive, we're going to be looking at things like OSINT, search engines, looking at some terminal commands, some miscellaneous commands as well. We're going to be talking about some automated tools. For our active reconnaissance, we're going to be looking at Nmap and how to use Nmap and the separation of Nmap between reconnaissance versus network scanning. We're going to go through some web vulnerability tools, and we're going to end with vulnerability scanning tools. Lastly, we have a hybrid between active and passive. We're going to be using the tool Motigo to actually perform a hybrid reconnaissance to see what we can gather. So again, with our passive, we're looking at OSINT, we're looking at search engines using either Google Hacking Database, using Shodan. We're going to be doing a little bit of Google.
Okay, the next course is Beginner Guide to Sql Map. Learn how to find your first Sql injection with the popular and powerful Sql Map tools. This course only 36 minutes video, and you will learn to this course learn what Sql Map is and how it's used to test web application for Sql injection variabilities, and learn how to download and install the latest version of Sql Map, and learn how to create a home lab environment to safely and equally attack web application with SQL injection, and learn about some of the most useful options and configurations SQL Map has to offer for beginners. Let's check out the introduction video.
One of the most devastating and common web attacks today is Sql injections. They've been around for years, and they've been the result of some of the most serious data breaches in history. Why? Because databases are at the heart of web applications, and they're filled with valuable data. So you might think that all organizations and all applications would make defending against these types of attacks a top priority, but that's simply not the case. Sql injections are still prevalent. In fact, an Akamai report tracking the top web attack vectors from November 2017 to March 2019 found that Sql injections represent nearly 2/3 of all web application attacks. So a few months ago, I launched an Sql injection attacks course that quickly gathered over 17,000 students. Then, I started getting questions about Sql Map, so I decided to make this course. In this course, we start out by learning what Sql Map is, then we move on to creating a home lab environment so that we can use Sql Map against vulnerable environments and find our first Sql injections. We'll also take a look at some of the most common and most useful features that Sql Map has to offer, especially for beginners. Because I show you exactly how to set up your own home lab, you'll be able to follow along with everything that I do. We'll have the exact same environment and the exact same tools to work with that I do, and all of them are free.
Okay, the next course is Ethical Hacking for Beginner in Hindi. In the course, you will learn ethical hacking from scratch. This is a completely practical course of beginner, and this course only 1 hour and 22 minutes video, and you will learn to these skills only ethical hacking. So let's check out the introduction video.
हेलो एवरीवन, मैं काफ़ी एक्साइटेड हूँ ये देखने के बाद कि आप इस कोर्स में इंटरेस्टेड हैं, बट आपको ये कोर्स क्यों लेना चाहिए? देखिए, एक इथिकल हैकिंग का कोर्स है। डेफिनेटली इस कोर्स में आप इथिकल हैकिंग सीखेंगे। इसमें आप जानेंगे कि कैसे एक हैकर हैकिंग करता है, ठीक है। हो सकता है आप हैकिंग में अपना करियर बनाना चाहते हो या फिर इसमें आपका पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट हो, बट अगर अभी आपको हैकिंग की ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है, आप अभी स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो, तो ये आपके लिए एकदम परफेक्ट कोर्स होगा, क्योंकि इसमें हमने चीज़ों को सिंपल रखने की कोशिश की है और इसमें हमने स्टार्टिंग से बताया कि हैकिंग कैसे होती है। इसमें आप जानेंगे जैसे वाईफाई हैकिंग हो गई, एंड्रॉयड हैकिंग, विंडो हैकिंग, वेबसाइट हैकिंग और सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स हैकिंग जैसे कि फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, जीमेल वगैरह। और साथ ही आप इसमें जानेंगे कि आप अपने आप को कैसे सेव कर सकते हैं ताकि कोई दूसरा हैकर आपको हैक ना कर पाए, और साथ ही आप और लोगों को हैकिंग से कैसे बचा सकते हैं। अभी ये कोर्स हमने स्टार्ट किया तो हो सकता है आपको अभी इसमें ये सब कंटेंट ना मिले, लेकिन हम इसमें हर रोज़ कुछ ना कुछ नया ऐड करते जा रहे हैं जो कि लाइफ टाइम आपके पास रहने वाला है। तो आप ऐसा मत सोचना कि इसमें काफ़ी कम कंटेंट है, आप बेफिक्र।
Okay, the next course is, this is the last course in the video, Ethical Hacking Basic Cali 2021. Okay, learned on Cali 2021. This is the latest course. Okay, this course only 2 hours on demand video, and you will learn to this course and an introduction to attacking and breaking password, and a clear understanding of what ethical hacking and penetration testing is, setting up to Kali Linux, and overview of tools in Kali. So let's check out the introduction video.
Welcome. In this video we are looking at Kali Linux 2021.1. It is the release version we are working with throughout this course. So this video is going to be working as a promo for my course for ethical hacking basics using Kali 2021.1. My name is Arthur Solomon, and again I'm going to be working with you throughout this course. First and foremost, why this course? There are dozens of other free courses, so why this course? One of the big things that I've noticed is taking some of the free courses through Udemy, I have found that oftentimes they're not really complete. Sometimes ESL is an issue, which is not a terrible concern, it's just sometimes it's a struggle for some learners. Sometimes it's a person that doesn't have the appropriate experience or the ability to explain content. That's been one of my larger struggles.